Welcome back to your next lesson on fractions. So today is going to be the follow-on from yesterday. So yesterday you were converting improper fractions into mixed numbers. Today we're going to be doing it the way around, mixed numbers to improper fractions, and you'll see the relationship between the two. So if we remember, a mixed number is a combination of a whole number and a fraction, and we know that an improper fraction is a top-heavy fraction. The numerator is bigger than the denominator. Now, what we can remember from when we've done this before is that the denominator will always stay the same. So here, on 3 2/3, I know in my improper fraction, the denominator is going to be a 3. Now, yesterday when we were looking at improper to mixed, we were using division, whereas today is going to be a combination of multiplication and a little bit of addition. Because to work out your numerator, so we have 3 2/3, we need to multiply the whole number by the denominator. So we are doing 3 multiplied by 3. So 3 multiplied by 3 we know is equal to 9. And then with that 9, you add on your numerator that is in that original fraction. So 9 add 2, which equals 11. So that 11 becomes your numerator in your proper fraction. Because if we were to think of it the way around, we would go, well, how many 3's go into 11? Well, we know that's 3. And then what's our remainder? 2. So 3 2/3 equals 11/3. So now let's have a look at it with 4 6/9. So 4 6/9, well, we're going to do your 4 multiplied by 9. We know 4 multiplied by 9 equals 36. So our next step is to do 36, add that numerator from the original part, which is 6. 36 add 6 equals 42. And that 42 now becomes our numerator, and we know that is going to be 42 ninths, because our denominator stays the same. This is all there is to converting from mixed to improper. Now, if you're feeling confident, pause the video and go ahead and have a go at doing these two and convert them into improper fractions, and then play the video when you're ready. If not, as always, just follow on. So here we have the 7 2/5. So for 7 2/5, we know the first thing we have to do is, as I'm sure you're shouting at the screen here, so we're going to do 7 multiplied by 5, which equals 35. And then onto that 35, we add our numerator, which is 2, which gives us a 37. Now with that 37, that becomes our numerator over here, and it becomes the numerator over the denominator of 5, because the 5 stays the same across them both. So likewise in this question here, 9 6/9, well, we have to multiply the whole number with the denominator. So 9 multiplied by 9 we know is equal to 81. And then with that 81, we add on the numerator we have here, which is 6. 81 adds 6, we know equals 87. Therefore, that becomes our denominator, our numerator over here, which goes over the denominator of 9, because that's our denominator and that stays the same. So 9 6/9 equals 87 ninths, and that's all there is to converting from mixed numbers to improper. So when you play this video, how many times you want to, these are your questions you can do. You either do A or B, where you can see they are converting mixed numbers to improper fractions. If you do A, there is just a quick bit of practice to bring you back to yesterday's work of going improper to mixed first. For the last 4 questions on A and the first 4 questions on B, the 6 is your denominator. So you can lay it out where you actually write it as 6 for us, or you can lay it out in that format. That's up to you, but you should still be able to convert from your mixed to your improper. When you've done that, you have your think You explain and you solve. So your think is 3 children have incorrectly converted 3 2/5 into an improper fraction. And you need to tell us what mistake each child has made. So they have all made a mistake. What is that mistake they have done? It'll probably help you as well to work out the actual answer so you can potentially see where they may have made an error. On explain, you need to explain the difference between converting from improper fractions to mixed numbers and the process of converting from mixed numbers to improper fractions. So effectively, yesterday's work and today's work, you need to explain where the two processes are different, what you do for one and what you do for another. The way I would approach this is imagine you were writing the steps to success for a child that hasn't done this yet, and your instructions will help them to be able to convert from improper to mixed and then mixed to improper. And then on your solve, you've got to fill in these missing numbers, and it's how many different possibilities can you find for each equation. So 2 and what eighths is equal to how many eighths, or 2 and what fifths is equal to how many fifths. See if there's multiple solutions you can have to that, and that's again mixed into improper and bringing in your knowledge from both days. We'll look at this at 10. Obviously, any questions by now, you know the drill. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Take care.